Aloha everyone, this is Christina Martini. Coming to join you at the space of your home where you find your practice. Continuing during these uncertain times, please be mindful that if you have any pre-existing conditions, any injuries, limitations to the body and the constitutions, to be mindful to take the modification and listen to your body. Again, thank you for joining me for this amazing sunrise and sunset practice of the Ashtanga Yoga Chikitsa primary series. We're just going to come into a seated position that's comfortable for you, whether you're in your Lotus or just a seat that's offered that your body will allow you this morning. We're going to drop our nose down and our chin down towards our chest and just kind of ragdoll the neck to relax into a breathing practice of stilling the mind. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha and Atha Yoga Nusasana. Now yoga begins. Now we're going to come into preparing to awaken and standing up. Again, if you're not interested in putting your hands to Anjali Mudra, you could just stand up and enjoy the sound of the vibrations of the Om and the chanting that we begin. Om Vande Gurunam Charanada Vinde Sandare Shita Swatma Sukha Bodhe Nishreyase Jangalika Yamane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shirsam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. And here we're going to begin to our Surya Namaskara A. Again, keep in mind that I will be offering some modification as we begin to practice in just a few moments. Listen to your body as we come to start 5 sets of Surya Namaskara Sun Salutation A. Bringing your hands to the top. Inhale, Ekam. Dwe, exhale, fold down either your hands to your shins or to the floor, flat palms down. Inhale, gaze up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, just walking your feet back to a high plank or a low plank, Chaturanga. Inhale to your upward dog, gaze up, Drishti. And exhale, this is your first set, just scanning through the body, relinquishing any tightness, any tension, and just enjoying and celebrating your breath here. Listen to your Ujjayi. Continue the inhale and the exhale. Gaze into your navel. And gaze up, step back into where you started, head up. And exhale, forward fold down, nose to your knees. Inhale, bring your arms and follow the gaze all the way to the tip of the fingertips. Exhale to your side body. Second set, Ekam, inhale, hands up, gaze up. Dwe, exhale, forward fold, modify to your shins if possible. Inhale, lengthen your spine and head up. Again, exhale to high plank or low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to down dog. And again, stepping your feet slightly in to create your hips slightly high. And Uddiyana Bandha pulling up into the navel area and the kneecaps and the quadriceps. Breathe from the back of the throat and sound breathing. Make your breathing pronounced and loud so that you can produce tapas, heat. Keep your navel area engaged, so is your quadriceps and kneecaps. Relax your neck. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, head down to your nose and knees. Inhale, raise your arms and gaze up. And exhale to your side body. I'll be having some Sanskrit word along the way. Ekam, inhale. Dve, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, head up. Chatwari, high plank or low plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urva. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana, down dog. Step your feet in, draw your heels down to flatten if possible. If not, continue to bend your knees. Be happy with where you are. Thank you for celebrating your practice. Continue your breath. Let your inhale be as long as your exhale. Inhale. Inhale, gaze up, step or jump into the center, look up. Exhale, your nose to your knees. Inhale, reach those arms up and gaze up if you can and head up. Exhale, Samasthitihi, beautiful. Ekam, inhale, raise your arms, follow the tips of the fingers. Exhale, either to your shins or to the top of your mat, the floor. Inhale, head up. Exhale again to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale up to upward dog. Exhale to down dog, stepping your feet slightly in to create your hips to remain aligned with your sacrum, your hamstrings, your lower back. Be mindful of your arch. Make sure not to arch so much. Keep your Uddiyana Bandha engaged. Those of you that don't know Uddiyana Bandha, that's your navel area around your belly button, up flying. Gaze into your navel. Open your eyes. Don't close your eyes during down dog or the practice. Come through, step in, jump in, look up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, raise your arms back to where you started and head up. Exhale, Samasthitihi, standing to your hands to your side. Last set, Ekam, inhale. Dve, exhale. Trini, inhale, lengthen your spine, head up. Chatwari, float back, walk back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Again, stepping your feet slightly in, keep the integrity of the pose. And nose and drishti towards Navadrishti, navel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, preparing to come to the center of the mat. You're going to inhale your head up and jump or walk in. Head up. Exhale your nose to knees. Inhale with your palms together, arms lengthen, head up. And exhale, Samasthitihi. This is Surya Namaskara B, bending the knees to Utkatasana. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, Dve, head to your nose to knees. Trini, inhale, head up. Chatwari Dandasana. Inhale, Pancha. Exhale, Shat. Finishing your exhale at your instep of your right feet. Inhale your arms up. And this is inhale. Exhale, back down to Ashto. Inhale to Noah. Exhale to Dasha. Finish your exhale at the instep of the left foot. Inhale, Ekadasha. Exhale, Dwadasha. Inhale, Trayodasha. Exhale, Chaturdasha. 5 breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we're going to prepare to jump back to the center or step up. Inhale. Exhale, nose to your knees. Bend your knees here at chair pose. Inhale with your arms, Drishti, head up. Standing tall, Samasthiti, hands to your side. Second set, Ekam, inhale, hands up. Dwe, forward fold, exhale, head in. Trini, inhale, look up. Chatwari, jump back, step back, Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing dog. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Finish your breath here and step your right foot. Sapta, inhale, hands up. Ashto, exhale, Chaturanga, Tadasana. Nawa, inhale, upward facing. Dasha, exhale, downward facing with the exhale finishing at the left instep. Inhale, hands up, Ekadasha. Exhale, Dwadasha, Chaturanga. Inhale, Trayodasha. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breathing. 1. Keep your eyes open. Drishti, Bandhas, Ujjayi, Tristana. 3, 4, 5. Again, preparing to step or jump in. Inhale for your head up. And again, walking into the center. Exhale, nose to knees. Inhale, bend your knees and hands up. Sink those knees to chair pose. Exhale, standing straight. 1 more set. Ekam, inhale, bend your knees. Dwe, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, lengthen the spine, follow the breath. Chatwari, exhale, high plank or low plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, Sapta. Exhale, downward facing and stepping your right feet to the center to finish the exhale. Inhale, Sapta, hands up. Exhale, Ashto Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, Dasha. Exhale, finishing the exhale with the left feet to step in. Inhale, Ekadasha. Exhale, Dwadasha, back down to Chaturanga. Inhale, Trayodasha. Exhale, Chaturdasha, Bandhas, Drishti, Ujjayi. 1. Gaze into the navel. Lift the kneecaps. 2. Keep your hips high. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, Panchadasha, jump in, look up. Exhale, Shodasha, head in. Inhale, Chaturdasha, hands up. Samasthiti. This is Padangusthasana. Hip distance apart, jump open, hands to your hips and catch your toe, fold down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, open your arms, box them away from the body, and head in, ragdoll the neck, tip over a little bit with your hips, and just see how far you can go with straightening the leg. Just staying steady, keep your mind still. Inhale, head up, Padangusthasana, slip the hands underneath and press on to all the metacarpals, the phalanges of the finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Inhale, head up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, one breath all the way up. Exhale, jump close or walk your feet together. We're going to open to Trikonasana. Go towards your right, about 3.5 to 4 feet. Catch your right toe. Again, if you're not able to catch your toe, it's okay to place your hands just to the top of the shins or the feet. It's also okay to bend your knees, gaze up. For those of you already in the posture, continue your breathing. Don't stop the breath. You can bend your knees as I just demonstrated or strengthen them out. Those of you with neck problems, you can also gaze down for the next practice. Switching over to the left side, catch your left toe. Again, remember the modifications. Inhale, drishti, parshva drishti, gaze up. Continue your breathing. Make sure you can hear your breath. I can hear your breath. Your neighbors can hear your breath. We're going to reverse and revolve the triangle. Draw your hands behind your foot, and that's your left arm, and bring your right hand. Either hold your back or bring it up towards the sky and just be here and be steady. Those of you that needs to place it in your shin, you just saw me demonstrate that, and hold your posture. 1, 2, and then again, usually it's 5 breathing there. Those of you beginning the practice, usually stay for 5 breathing and continuing the breath here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, coming up carefully, back to the center of the mat. Beautiful. And again, opening wider this time with your stance. This is side angle pose, Parshva Konasana. Draw your hands either on top of your thighs and just side angle stretch from the obliques, and reaching the hands over the head as you just seen. Or drop your hand behind, align your shoulders behind the knee. Keep the knees still at 90, and then again raise your hands, gaze at your tip of your fingertips. Stretch. Enjoy. You made it to your practice. That's all that matters. Inhale, coming to the left side, and then again, lunge the knee, either on top of your thighs for modification, hands over and stretch your obliques, or draw your hands down to the floor for those of you already in your full impression of the practice. And just stay there while I'm talking. Don't get distracted. Keep your breathing. And inhale, coming up, reversing and revolving that to prayer twist. This is a modification to draw your knees down. Bring your arms over and your abdominal muscles, and either you raise your hand this way, keeping your palms steady. Those of you using the elbow approach, you're doing prayer hands. Want to keep your elbow pointing up towards the sky and your heels grounded in the back. Full expression for those practitioners. You're already in the pose and you're just breathing where I'm talking. And again, focus. This is the 8 limbs of yoga. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. And again, drawing your knees down for modification. Full impression, you're already at your first breathing. Enjoy the meditation. Four, 5. Coming back up, inhale there. And exhale back to the center of the mat, Samasthitihi. This is opening to Prasarita, Padottanasana. There are 4 series. First one is hands to your hips. Inhale, chest lifted, look up. Exhale, you can bend your knees, activate, or you could also widen your stance. For those of you, this is the modification and demonstrating full impression. Make sure you're already in your pose, drawing your crown down to the floor. Again, bend your elbows here and just down with your crown. Breathing. Beautiful, very good energy. And inhale, look up. Transfer your hands to your hips, stay there. And inhale again, rise up. Exhale there. Open your arms like wings, that's an inhale. Hands to your hips, exhale. Inhale, chest lifted, a little gaze up. Keep your hands to your hips and just wherever you are, be happy with it. This is your practice, no expectations, no judgments, no agenda. Just ragdoll the head. Those of you coming down with your head on the floor, ignite your kneecaps, your quadriceps, and your back hamstrings. Breathe. Let your breath be the vehicle for your spaces to open. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale there. Inhale, open your arms like wings. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, and then exhale. Wherever you are, don't pull your shoulder girdle too far that you hurt yourself, that you can't return to your practice. Just mindful on the extension. Those of you with your head down, open your stance, be mindful with your head. And again, enjoy the breathing. You're already in meditation while I'm talking. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale there. Hands to your hips. We're going to inhale here. And we're going to keep the hands to the hip as we exhale and slide down the hands towards the whole leg and box your arms, create a box and a bent elbow. Draw your crown down again towards the floor. If you're not there, be happy with where you are. Celebrate your breath. This is what yoga is. Yoga is a breathing practice. If the breath is correct, the practice is correct. Remember, no breath, sure death. Smile. Enjoy. Don't be too tense. Inhale, coming all the way up. Transfer your hands. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. And go back to the center of the mat for Samasthitihi. This is reversing the hands behind your back. Either you're going to just grab your elbow to elbow like there, or you're going to take your arms and have a reverse prayer over your scapula and your blade. Those of you already proficient with the practice, go ahead and take the exhale, head down. Those of you brand new to the practice, you're going to lean towards the right and twist and head nose to knee. Remember to drop your head in instead of extending the chin out. This is Ashtanga, not Iyengar. 1, 2, 3. And sorry, the count should be 5 there, but unfortunately, that one's quite short video. And again, through my talking, there's been 5 there. And again, just breathing through the practice. Inhale, and then step back into the center of the mat. Beautiful. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Catch your right toe, modified version, bend your knees. And you're going to just go ahead and lift up the kneecaps or your toes and hold on to them. Those of you with full practice, you're already at the extension and your head down to your knees and the count has begun. Balance. Come up, inhale, and then open to where you can on your right side with your gaze to your left. Again, we're all at different levels, so be mindful. And again, back to the center, inhale and exhale. Inhale and hands to your hips. This is C, and stay here. Pointing your toes down to come down. Beautiful. Left side, again, I'm sorry for my talking, but at least you're here and you know your practice. And those of you that are brand new, this is more for you. Those of you with full practice, you know to focus and concentrate. Head down is already here and count has already begun for you. This is for the brand new practitioners that can join us and start their practice. Inhale, gaze up, steady the mind and body. And exhale, open, and both the gaze and the legs open to as far as you can get them. Raja Yoga's mind over body here. And now head nose back to your knees, careful. Inhale, head up and hands to your hips and leave the legs long if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring it down slowly. I'm going to face you on this one. This is our Dupatta Padottanasana. Again, half lotus on this one, or tree. This is a modification here. I'm showing you tree as I'm turning. Again, remain here if you have an unsteady gait. And if you don't, those of you in full primary, you're already at your posts. And you're probably already at your head down, and that's okay to do. Remain here for modification for those of you new into practice. 2 hands down on the floor, and remember your chin doesn't stick out, your head comes down. Full practice, bring your hand behind your back and bind your hands to your feet. Just remaining steady here. Inhale, you're going to gaze up. And you're going to exhale there. And you're going to inhale, come up. And then you're going to exhale and release. Beautiful. On the left side, I'll do less talking. Thank you for being patient. And catch your left feet into half lotus. Inhale. Follow your breath. Exhale, bind. Inhale, draw down. Exhale, you're going to draw your head in and fold nose towards your knees and round your shoulders down. Extend your left leg if you're able to, if not, soft knees. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, and then inhale, come all the way up and release. It's a very difficult pose. We're going to take a vinyasa, come back to the center of your mat. Ekam, inhale, hands up. Dwe, exhale, fold down. Trini, inhale, head up. Chatwari, back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to jump all the way through this time, and again to chair pose and head up and take your tailbone towards your heels. 5 breathing. Exhale all the way down, nose to knees. Inhale, elongate your spine, look up. Jump or step back to Chaturanga, high or low plank. Inhale to your upward dog. This is the vinyasa. Exhale. Right feet steps into warrior, and this time we're holding warrior for 5 breathing. Breathe, head back, head behind your arms. There you go. Look past your fingertips. Lunge that knee. Don't be kind in the wrong direction. Get some more edge into your hip flexors. Keep your gaze up, pivot over to the other side and lunge your, again, knees. This is very good for those of you with bone strengthening and osteoporosis or knee injury. This is one of the asanas that can heal you. Open to warrior, B, and lunge that knee again. Lunge your left knee. Deeper, hips down. And pivot over to the other side. Keep your arms engaged. Don't let those biceps and triceps and all your big muscles sink and lose its integrity. Keep it lunge and cartwheel down to the floor for the push-up, the Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Modified Chaturanga would be drop your knees. And down dog. We're going to go ahead and jump in here to sit down, and this is the introduction of our seated pose. Straight leg out, don't splay the legs, keep your heels together, hands to your side body as you see, and press the earth. And sit tall, chin down, don't lock it. Inhale, Paschimottanasana, catch your toe. And exhale, fold down. And again, some of you will be here. Those of you already in full practice, keep your posture down low. Inhale for B, grab the outside of your feet or stay at A. And again, exhale, opening your arms ear height. Don't let your elbows rest on the ground. The muscles are working on all the big muscles, traps, biceps, triceps, pectoralis major, quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, everything is working. Inhale, look up. And again, maybe you could interlace your hand for C and get even deeper with your back and your spine. Again, happy breathing. I'm just preparing you ahead. Remain meditative. You're going to be crossing your shins here when you sit up. That's called the Vinyasa. And repeat this, or just right there as you saw me, just sitting it up a little bit or walking it back. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to down dog. Look forward. We're going to come crossing your right over left to sit down. And bring your hands behind your tailbone, your back. Put your two knees together, and this is modification, just sending your head back. Excuse me. And then now long legs out for the full posture of Padottanasana. Breathe. Sorry, this is a live video. Cross your shins, and again, up just like that, or take the full chaturanga as you just saw me do. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, coming through again, cross your right over left, and just sit down. Don't fidget, just sit still. Bring your hands and your right feet to half lotus. Put your hands behind your kidneys and bind if you're there. If you're not there, just leave your hands behind your kidneys and fold down as you just saw me do. Those of you in full practice, head down. Continue the breath. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Extend your left leg out. Inhale, head up. And exhale, you can just take a half vinyasa right as you saw, and then or full vinyasa jumping back. Inhale, exhale. I'm doing a modified jump through back and forth just so those that are new to the practice can attain some of these poses. Left feet to half lotus. Inhale. Bind your hands behind your back. Exhale. Inhale, hold your long legs outside of the feet, arms and elbows ready. Exhale. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Cross your shins right over left again. Float back to chaturanga. Inhale, up to up dog. And exhale. This one is going to be Tiriyang Ekamukaikapada Paschimottanasana. Right feet will fold to the side of the hip. You're not sitting on the heel. Turn your chest to the center, and you're going to fold over your left leg. And again, if you have any knee injury, I kind of just demonstrated there to open your knees a little bit apart. Otherwise, the knee is close to the other knee. The left knee and the right knee come close together. The feet is flexed, not plantar, but yet dorsiflexed. Inhale, head up. Exhale, sit back. Keep your whole body that way and just tuck your left leg in and walk back underneath. Upward dog to down dog. We're going to float with the left side. You can also sit down and just set it up that way. And again, inhale, sit tall and grab your long leg. And exhale, fold down. Keep your elbows again ear height and activate your biceps and triceps. Inhale, head up, lengthen. Exhale again, cross your shins right over left or underneath. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale. You're going to come to seated. These are 3 series of Janu Shirsasana called ABC. First one is right feet inside the inner thighs. And you're going to flush all the toes and the heels. And I'm going to kind of pivot a little bit so that you could see. And again, you're going to twist your stomach and your abdominal and all the abdominal muscles to your left leg. Your breastplate eventually sits on your thighs. If you have a proficient practice, this will grow one day. Otherwise, no judgment. Be happy with where it is. So happy you joined me this morning. Inhale, head up. And exhale. Take the half vinyasa or the Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale. Coming to the left side, you're going to float back in. The right always goes first and then the left. Left feet flushed, all the foot into the inner thighs of the left. And again, inhale, chest up. And exhale, activate the muscles. So this entire system of yoga is enough to tone all your muscles of your upper body and lower extremities. Also gives us healing for all the lymph nodes, the adrenal glands, and the process of where things are tight and stiff and has a condition or illness. Cross your feet, inhale, and chaturanga, jump back. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale. This other one's uncomfortable for you, male out there. However, it is very, very good for the reproductive, the bladder, and the urinary tract. You're sitting on your right heel, and you're going to lean over where your glutes are off the mat, and you're going to reach over your long leg and fold down the best that you can to balance. Ideally, the nose comes down round towards the knees. It's not an extended, so you do round your back here if you're able to. Otherwise, be happy with where you are, even holding the floor or your shins. Just meditate. Inhale, head up, and exhale again. Take the vinyasa and float back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward to the center, walk or jump in. And again, you're going to place your left heel under the center of where you use the restroom, your reproductive and your urinary tract. The goal is the heel is actually pressing into that center cavity. And then you're going to roll the muscles of your thighs and your glutes over and take a long fold. This helps with menstrual cramping, infertility, fertility, libido, and many things such as bladder, urinary tract, UTI, yeast, and so forth. Very, very good for prostate and reproductive system for both male and women and female and all genders. Cross your shins and jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, down dog. This one is called your Jana Shirsasana C, otherwise like a toe cruncher, like wearing stilettos heels. Gonna bend, and I'm gonna face you. You're gonna bend your whole ball of the toes, flush it into the inner thighs of your left side. And then again, you're just gonna, don't push the knee down. Anyone that pushes that knee down is risk for injury. So again, just be happy with learning to just fold naturally. Those of you in full practice, your heel is to your nava, to your navel. And breathe. Inhale, head up. Exhale, you could take the Chatwari, the Vinyasa Chaturanga, and upward dog. Inhale to your down dog. Look forward, left side, jump through. And again, take your left heel and watch how I'm bringing it in and flushing it into the thighs here. And again, maybe this is where you are. This is wonderful. If you get your heels deeper and now your heels touch your navel and you could fold, that's also wonderful. Both are giving you the benefits of the practice. Now place it to your mind. Yoga is mental, then physical, then emotional and spiritual practice. Inhale, raise your head. Chaturanga Dandasana, jump back. Inhale to your upward dog and exhale to your down dog. Coming through, this is the series of Marichyasana. And you're going to bring your right knee. Option 1, you're going to go ahead and reverse your biceps, your rotators, and your triceps and see if you can find a bind your lowest part of your shins and just stay here and fold. And that's what you're seeing me do. Those of you in full practice, you're already in the pose, enjoying your breath and meditation. Don't splay the left leg, keep it all intact. Your heels are not plantar pointing forward, but yet heels active, toes pointing towards the sky. Inhale, head up. Exhale, sit back, take a vinyasa, or cross your shins, jump back. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale. Look forward, jump through, prepare for your left knee towards your heart. Inhale, bind your arms. Exhale, deep fold, nose towards your knees, and breathe. Keep breathing. Even during the setup, when you're sitting, keep breathing. Beautiful. That's it. You're doing amazing. Inhale, head up. Exhale, sit back, cross your shins, half vinyasa, modified or full. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Coming through, this is now Marichyasana B, modified version. I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn. You're either at modified lotus, and that is here. Your left is underneath the heel of the right, and you're just going to do the same bind you just did earlier, and then head down. Those of you in full practice, you're already in your practice, and you're just waiting for your breath and meditation there to a full count. And this is the full half lotus on your left and right knee, and then bind, and then fold down to the center. You're not resting your head to your knee, you're actually resting it to the center, and that space there that's open. Breathing. Breath. Inhale, head up. Exhale, take a full vinyasa or modified. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, down dog. We're going to change to the left side. Inhale, same process. Modified version. Your right is under and your left is to your heart. And again, binding. Those of you in full practice, you're already waiting for your meditation period there. Breathe. Breath. Keep breathing. Inhale, head up. And exhale again, float back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Marichyasana C, you're going to jump through and bring your right knee towards your heart again. This time, instead of using the same arm side, you're going to use your left, creating a twist, spine twist. That's what this is known for. Where I am right now is modified version. Be happy here. Look at your left leg. Make sure it's engaged. Don't splay it open. Those of you in full practice, you're already at your bind. Or if you're attempting this and you don't bind, it's okay to be happy here. Breathe. Gaze to your Prasarita right shoulder. Sorry, left shoulder. My fault. My bad. Inhale, come back to the center. Cross your shins, jump back. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale. Prepare for the left side. Jump through, left knee. And again, right arm. This is the option for modification, as you could see it on this side. Those of you with full practice, go ahead and bind and begin your breath already. Don't stop your breathing even through the bind. Inhale here. And exhale. Keep your gaze now to your Prasarita right shoulder. Breathe. Hear your own breath produce tapas, heat. Inhale, gaze to your right. Exhale, release carefully and take the Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And again, look forward coming through. We have one more of the Marichi family, this is Sage. And this is D, same way that you did B earlier. You're going to bring either your feet underneath or full lotus. It's up to you on your legs. So again, breath. Continue the breathing. Breathe. A few more breaths. Inhale, gaze to the center, and then exhale. Go back to Chaturanga Dandasana. And we're going to take it to the left side, upward dog, and then down dog. And again, modified version or full expression of the pose. Keep the breath. And cross your shins, float to your Chaturanga Dandasana if you're there. Or you could remain here where I'm demonstrating the full expression of the pose for some of you. Again, this is a very important spinal twist pose, and sometimes remaining here a little bit longer is quite important. And go ahead and gaze to the center and take the Chaturanga, jump back. I gave you some time there because that's a difficult one. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale. Hey everyone, welcome to your boat. Don't let your boat sink. Navasana, modified version, here it comes. Full expression, you're already in the pose with your hands to your side, aligned with your knees. And this is modified. Try not to set your back too low and don't sink it back. And exhale, you're going to lift up, leaving your toes on the ground. Don't separate too far from your knee also, and just lift. This is now full expression on the rest of the floor. Inhale, feet up in the air. Breathe. Point your toes, eye height if possible. And again, keep breathing. Cross your shins, this time lift up or just tap the toes. Nice. Inhale. Cross your shins, this time no toes on the floor and just lift up. Inhale. Exhale, and again lift up and inhale. Cross your shins and again lift and exhale. One, inhale. Inhale and all the way through, jump back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And look forward on this pose. Now it's called Bhuja. I'm going to show you modified version for some of you that's going to go ahead and go through these practices. Look at where I am. I'm going to jump or walk around my hands. And those of you that are doing full primary and you already know your practice, go ahead and go into it. It is going to be the next clip after this demonstration, right after this. So go ahead and stay down in the crown of your head and don't move the pose. For those of you brand new, this is how you'll grow it. Even if your feet's on the ground, you could stay here. Okay? Keep the breath. And again, you'll just come up, tap your feet, and walk it back. And then just jump back, Chaturanga. Here's a demonstration for a full primary here, for those that's already proficient and established with their practice. You're going to wrap around, jumping in to the back of your arms. And try not to touch the feet on the floor, and hover. And then now cross your shins and draw down. Beautiful. And again, staying engaged through the 5 breathing. If you're trying it again, beautiful. Inhale, create your sternum to be up, and then walk your feet back up and create a hump up and shoot back, Chaturanga. Inhale up and exhale. We're coming through to Padottanasana. We're going to also jump around the arms. And we're going to find 2 ways here where I walked in so that you could see me with modification. Going to sit down, keep your arms and your hands and legs all together. And here, you just be happy with this fold. Okay? And then those of you that's here, remain here. If you're already at the full expression, you know where you're going. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you anyhow so then you have an idea. I actually fly into it, so I'm going to jump all the way through my arms. And then again, extend my leg and surrender down, and surrender down, and surrender down. And then again, if you can lift off your heels, you can do so. Keep your arm 90. It's not going towards your back yet. It's just like a wing, just straight arms out. Breathe. This is very, very good for your entire spine system and your hamstring. Now place your feet together. This is modified version. Just hold on to your feet and head down. Those of you that's going to Supta Kurmasana, bring your head behind your heel. Walk your hands above. Don't put it by your glutes. Put it up on your hips. It's not in your glutes or on your glutes, but yet on your back. Breathing. Beautiful. This is also very, very good for your entire vertebrae and skeletal system. Cleansing, purification, detoxing. Carry your feet up like a firefly, going Uppana, Vayu up. Uddiyana means flying up. Feet pointed. Back up your feet to Bakasana to shoot back to Chaturanga. Find your plank and down, up. Inhale and exhale. Jump through, sit down. Now we're going into Garbha Pindasana. This is now modified version. If you can't do a lotus feet, you're going to go ahead and just X your feet. And you're going to hug it like this towards your chest. And you're going to remain here for 5 breathing. Those of you in full lotus, there it is. And you're going to also hug it if this is where you are. Those of you that can slip your hands, your forearm right there. And you're going to go ahead and take your wrist and put it under your chin. Awesome. Again, I'm giving some time for this section of the practice. So if you're already in it, please be understanding and just continue your breathing practice and smile. It's the best part. We're going to massage the spine here. And when we start rolling 9 rolls, can I kind of just pivot so I roll with you? And again, rolling. Don't sit up all the way on the roll, just like that. Assimilate. Use your glutes for energy to get you around the pose. And use your fatty tissues around your spine. Don't roll on your vertebrae here. And again, once you come right back around to the center, it's usually 9 rolls, you're going to see me lift up here. And option 1 is right there, just lift and hold. Lift and hold. Smile, lift and hold. Okay? And option 2, you can hold your hands to the side and just lift. And then jump back, Chaturanga, or find your hip here, float. And then it'll let go. Upward dog. Into down dog. Always after those pose comes a counter pose. And the counter pose is one of my favorites. This is called the butterfly Baddha Konasana. We open the feet here like a book. Instead of closing the feet soles together, we actually open it with the soles facing up towards the sky, receiving the positive energy to draw into the foot. Your elbows are going to be pressing on the inner thighs, on the lymphatic system of the body, towards the hip, where the hip bends at the flexors. Just rest your head down, breathe. This is A, elongate your spine forward. If you can take your nose down to your knees or your crown down, awesome. Inhale, head up, and exhale for B. You're going to tuck your head. Usually the feet, the toes will wrap around on the crown of the head and just fold down. Or remain at A, the first one. Inhale, head up, and exhale. Coming back to your Vinyasa Chaturanga Dandasana, jump back, walk back. Inhale to your upward dog, and exhale to your down dog. Look forward, and we're coming through in what's known as Opa Vista Konasana. And again, you're just opening your feet out. And holding either the outside of the foot or wherever you can, you're going to take your chest and come all the way down with your arms boxed open. Breathing. 1. Through it all. Inhale, head up. You can bend your knees to catch your toes. You're going to see me do it right here. That one was called the straight leg catch. My toes aren't pointing forward. They're going to remain as a dorsiflex. And your head back. Have your Uddiyana Bandha, all your abdominal muscles engaged. And now you're going to cross your, or put your feet together, then cross your shins. And then hands to the center, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale to your upward and exhale to your downward dog. Come through, lay down like a stiff body, and draw your toes as you catch them over your head and open them wide again, just like you had it wide on the front just a moment ago. And again, draw your tailbone a little bit more back, stretch your kneecap. We're going to rise for a sits bone balance here, which means we're going to balance towards your coccyx and your sacrum area. And this time, you're going to land forward a little bit and just your head down. That's all there is to it. I love that one. And just chaturanga back. Beautiful. Inhale. Stimulates energy. Exhale. Look forward. And again, we're going to lay down flat. Stiff body. Place your left hand on top of your thighs. And then your right hand, you could either bend your knees or catch your toes just as you saw me do. Again, you can use your hands to bring you closer because you're going to have to lift your head up and take your nose to your knees. This is called Hasta Padangusthasana A. Okay, those of you in full practice, you're just holding it already. Breathe. Breathe. Keep breathing. And when you do lay down your head, you're still holding your whole toe with you as you open to the right and gaze to the left. Remain breathing. You're going to hear me often with that word breath because that's important. Bring your head back up to your knees and then let it be. And point your toes or bend your knees to come down. Just don't slam the heel down that it bangs, and that's not good for your heel. Place your right hand on your thighs. Press those thighs down. Make sure your elbows aren't bent on the long arms pressing your right thighs. Keep them straight like mine. And again, bring your head up towards your knees and strengthen yourself. Grip your toes. Stay steady. Suck into your belly. Uddiyana Bandha. And lay down flat. When you turn your cheeks and open your leg at the same time. Not one before the other or none without the other. Beautiful breathing. Inhale. Come back to the center. And again, inhale, head up. Exhale. And now this is what's called the somersault. You don't have to do this. Just raise yourself back to the front and take the chaturanga. Those of you that want to somersault, lay flat. Place your hands by your ear. And then move forward to chaturanga. Inhale to your upward dog. And exhale to your down dog. Look forward and jump through. Long legs out, both of them. And sit and then lay down. Flat body. You're going to bring 2 feet this time together. And you're going to catch them in the back of your head. All the way. Pick up your tailbone just a little bit. Okay? I'm demonstrating modification for those that need to bend their knees and can't bring their back all the way towards the wall. When you rise up here, you're this time going to point your toes up and forward like a dancer's toe. And you're going to send your head back to sit down still. And here it comes. Steady balance. Point your toe. Ignite your shoulders, your arms, your hands, calves, hamstrings, muscles of the spine. You're going to right hand and left hand let go. You're going to bring it to the side and cross your shins and roll into it and shoot back. Chatwari. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale. We're going to repeat laying back down on our back. Jump through and lay down on your back flat. We have 1 more feet catching. So again, this time you're going to catch the outside of your heel. And this might take a little time and practice. Not everyone can do this, so just be patient with yourself. Here it comes. Hold the heel, bend your knees, and now draw your nose in and stay here. 1, stay happy here. 2, point your toes. 3, and look up, inhale, head back, straight leg, point the toes, and cross your shins, float back to chaturanga. Next time we'll be holding them a little bit longer. Keep tuning in. This one is a delicate pose, and this is known as your Setu Bandhasana. And it's the bridge pose, so therefore you're going to see me do a modification of 2 or 3 options here. Those of you with proficient practice, go ahead and begin your meditation, the moving meditation. and breathing. This is the option 1 or 2. And this is an option again. And again, those of you in full Hasta Padangusthasana, this is your full posture. Stretch your hamstrings, your top of your femur and your thighs. Again, there's a Chakrasana. This is a somersault release or just Chaturanga roll up. Cross your shins. Beautiful. Inhale upward and exhale. Do you know that we are at the finishing sequence? I am so happy that you joined me today, and I know that you will find this practice to be of value and an asset to your day today. This is the most important right here. This is our back bend. This is our closing sequence. Option 1, go ahead and grab the mat or grab your ankle or interlace your hands under your sacrum or your glutes. Don't forget to roll your shoulder blades and also separate your knees and your feet hip distance apart. Take your chin towards your chest or your chest towards your chin and breathe. Keep your back strong and upward. Don't let it dip and melt and sink. Remain here for 2 more times if this is your practice. If you have a full wheel, this is where you will place your hands to your side ears and celebrate it with me. Keep your distance the same, and now raise to the top of your head and remain there until you hear your guide from me, your teacher. And now we're going to come up. Inhale, all your chest lifted towards the sky. Breathe. Beautiful breath. There's no need to count. Head down again and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head down and last one. Breathe, breathe. Hold it, breathe at your best. Beautiful. Roll up, shake Chaturanga, or just lay down flat for shoulder stands, or here you are. Again, another attempt for Chakrasana, somersault. 1 breath pushes you all the way over. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, down dog. I am so happy we are at my favorite here. Soon, forward fold, I love after great back bends. And just imagining I am there with you, that I am pressing down your hips, letting your whole ground touch and root with nature, the earth, letting your spine expand, allowing your lungs to receive air. And option to just lay down from here and take shoulder stands. Stiff body first, Salamba, and remain stiff. Don't let your legs splay out. Remember, do not kick your feet above this menstrual. Do not practice this. If you have your period or your cycle, those of you with lower back pain, injury, stay where I am right now. Or you could put your heels towards the wall and go by the wall. Those of you with no injury, don't shoot your feet all the way behind your head. Just as you saw me, I didn't go past my head. Arrange your hands behind your back to protect you and your entire spine system. And your neck is included in that spine system, your cervical. And hold your feet up and breathe. And halasana, the feet over your head here. And continue breathing. You may bend your knees if this is needed for you. There's no grading system in yoga. No one's holding a card that you have to be 10. Or just happy you're celebrating and developing your personal Ashtanga Yoga Chikitsa practice. It is my honor to share it with you. Karna Padasana, drawing the knees towards your ears. And again, the feet and the heels are to be together and the hands interlaced behind your back. If you're able to close your palms, wonderful. If you're not, be there and just remain there. Come back to your shoulder stands, and those of you that can just X your feet, beautiful. If you have a lotus that you can build just as you saw me do, awesome. Remain with your hands to your lower back or bring it under your thighs and press to 90. Your chin is, this time, creating the lock to your neck to hold you up. Your mandibles, your jaws are very, very strong. Pindasana, just pinning it down, the entire lotus feet towards your face. Rounding your back here, creating more opening. Place your hands to the mat on behind you. Roll down into what's known as Matsyasana, fish pose. And don't lose it. While your knees are coming down, don't press your knees by your hands, but arch your spine. And then arch your cervical neck spine and drop to the back of your head and gaze back to a beach pose. Fish pose. I call it beach pose too. And then you're just breathing here. You're going to bring your hands to prayer and pointing it towards your feet as you release them. And this is Uttana Padasana, extended fish pose. And again, listen to your lower back. You may drop down if it's too much for you. If you're done with that, you're going to shoot back your leg to Chakrasana as you saw me do, or just roll to your side and take a Chaturanga. Now, this part is quite delicate virtually, and I'm not a big, believer on the virtual, because I feel that being there with you is far more important to help your spine in alignment in your mind. But if you have a headstand practice, Shirsasana, please use the wall, unless you can do it without the wall. I'm leaving that discretion to you and that disclaimer to you to use your mindfulness, your wisdom, and your knowledge to know how far is far that you can go. I want you to challenge yourself, but I also want you to listen to your body to the point that you give your 85%, and the two of us together will bring the 15% to encourage, aspire, and inspire one another. Are you breathing? Are you relaxed? Those of you that can, bring your leg to half or midline. This is my option for you. And if you can, this is the other option to draw it down a little bit. Just bringing it down lower and lower each time and staying here. Stay steady. You're just going to bring it back up to the top without losing your center of gravity and balance and focus. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to bring your knees towards your chest for child's pose. Don't lose the practice by dumping onto the knee heavy or lowering the body down very, very heavy. And just stay here with your arms in the front. Some of you are doing child's pose with your hands to your side. I really would much rather prefer you bring your hands over to the front of your head. It will help release anything left in the body, such as tension and tightness. You may beg to differ, but listen to your body. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. You can always ask me questions later on. Down dog. I'm so happy to share this practice with you as we are now nearing the end. I look forward to another meeting with you, virtually or in person. Perhaps you'll come and study with me in Maui and take a deeper practice and understanding of how to provide this practice for your healing journey, your therapy. Ashtanga Yoga is a 5,000-year-old system used as medicine, complementary, integrated to our own health and wellness and overall well-being. This is the 3 closing lotus pose. You may also modify your lotus, bringing your hands behind your kidney, liver, and spleen, and just fold down. You may bring your hands on top of your knees here. As you can tell, I'm in live and letting my hair go because it's the end of my journey as well. And I like to meditate with you here. With breathing. Strong Ujjayi. We are going to be coming into Uttiputtihi. Let's wake up all our senses. Again, as you can see, I just lifted my Uddiyana up, flying bandhas. And again, you can always leave your feet on the floor and cross your shins to do this one. Use the breath. It should sound. And I'm demonstrating the modified version here for those of you that are aware of it. And then again, this is your options here for your next journey. You may play this video. I hope that this helps you at your home practice. It is not a substitute. If you're feeling well, please show up to your shala. It is best to have the alignment from your teacher. The light in me honors the light in you, and may you enjoy this practice throughout the day. Om Shanti, Namaste, Shavasana. Peace, peace, peace. Aloha. Mahalo. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nayena maryena mahim mahishaha go brahmanabhyaha shubhamastu nityam lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Thank you for joining me, and again, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Until we meet again, thank you for chiming in.